Satnam. It's 2025. Are you feeling it? Are you feeling this incredible energy? And I know some of us are down in the dumps, but I want you to consider taking the dumps and letting it fuel the heights of this year. I want you to consider putting faith over fear, action over paralyzation. There are so many instances of human beings that had no reason to keep going, that did. And miraculous things not only happened to their life, because it's really not just about you and me, is it? It's about us and the gifts we have and sharing them with the world. And that's what we're going to be doing here at Great Divine Flow, the Great Divine Flow of a big, juicy love. And how does it get big and juicy? Is by us being it together. You know, Abraham Lincoln, I don't know, I love to read biographies. He lost more elections. I mean, I lost track of how much he lost. Senate and governor and the House, and like several times over and over. He tried to be the vice president. He got less than 100 votes. He was slaughtered. His childhood was extremely hard. He lost his parents. He got kicked out of his house as a child. He was always hungry. But that hunger made him hungry to make a difference in the world. And to this day, there has never been a better president than Abraham Lincoln. And we always think of he abolished slavery, but that wasn't the only thing. There were so many things that he brought fairness and light to because he had suffered. So your suffering, your pain is the medicine that you're supposed to share. I know we hear it and we go, oh, yeah. But yeah, that's the truth. You know, life is not trying to break you. It's trying to shape you. Life is not trying to break you. It's trying to shape you. Now, there is some tools that we can use, okay? The astrology for this coming year, what is so neat is this flip of the God code. It is going to be so dreamy. The dreams you have had are about to go on steroids. And then those of us that are kind of, negative Nancy's, we're going to be, oh my God, I couldn't even make the other dream come. Why am I going here? I'm telling you, because the God force wants more and bigger. And it has the antidote built in. Saturn going from Pisces into Aries. Neptune going from Pisces into Aries. So what's happening is the dream, the God code, the love, it is moving into action. And at the same time, the North Star, the North Node, is moving into Pisces from Aries, right? Because the node's going in reverse. And it's giving us a Virgo South Node saying, hey, let's have a good plan. And we need to have a strategy. So one of the things we're going to work on in this next 40-day, which is coming up next Saturday. It's an amazing Saturday, the January 11th. The nodes will make that move. They will permanently set themselves in Pisces. 29 degrees Pisces, 29 degrees Virgo. And it starts off with, who do you want to become in the eyes of this big, juicy love, this universal love that created you and everything around you? Go higher, it says. Go higher. As we are in this 40-day sadhana, the mantra is a chant of victory. It is a very precise one, and we're going to pick it apart word by word because they're the words that build a destiny. These are the words of Guru Gobind Singh. He is responsible for why India is still India today, because Britain, the British occupation, was there to take them over, to make them all into Christians and to take all their beauty away. And Guru Gobind Singh, he wasn't having it. And he was this little guy. They say he was only 4'11", but on his big black horse with his long golden swords, he seemed like he was over 6 feet. His aura, his heart, projected him into the safety of God, and he saved India. They couldn't believe it. Why can't we break these Sikhs? Why can't we break these people who do Kriya Yoga, who harness this energy of Kundalini? That's when they started saying, it's the serpent. It's bad. What it is the rocket fuel for the soul. And aren't we so blessed at Great Divine Flow? We have never stopped filling our tanks with that rocket fuel. So, we're going to have some strategic things that I'm going to lay out for you during the 40-day. Real tools. Do this, do that. And they come from some of the most effective dreamers that made the dream come true. We're going to be learning from people like the guy who wrote the Chicken Soup books. His last name's Campbell, totally drawing a blank. Jack Campbell. We're going to learn from Becky Lasik, one of the best skateboarders. We're going to learn from this guy named Lauren, who was one of the best surfers. We're going to learn from Michael Jordan. We're going to learn from just all of these miracle stories of persistence and the techniques they used. Now, you have a dream, and maybe by now you're feeling like you should give up. But what I want you to know, what I want you to really breathe into is the Bob Marley story. Bob was such an amazing man. You know, sometimes people think he was just stoned and he's like running. No, he was one of the most dynamic men. I had a friend that actually was with him on tour for 10 days. He said Bob was always the last one to bed. He was always the first one on the bus so he could welcome everybody. He maybe slept 3 or 4 hours a night. If he wanted to put on a concert and the promoters weren't there because he was about peace, he was about love, he was about changing the world, he would pay for the venue himself. This was a man that constantly said to his people around him who often wanted to give up, he said, look, if you don't start somewhere, you're not going to get anywhere. Let me say that again. If you don't start somewhere, you're not going to get anywhere. A lot of you know me. You know, I've had my struggles with certain things and I've messed up. But you know what I don't do? I do not give up. I do not give up. I not only not give up on the things that need to be better in my life and the dreams I want to conquer, I don't give up on me. And I sure the heck don't give up on this big, juicy love that is running the whole show. We are here to be lovers, y'all. And love is the superpower. Love is God. God is love. And love is calling us into our greatness. So sign up. This is going to be a 40-day like you have never experienced. Sign up. What happens in the 40-day for those of you who are new? So you get the recording or you're going to attend on Zoom or in person. In the workshop, you're going to have this dynamic download of the cosmos and the energy of 2025. And you're going to experience this meditation and Kriya to help you build your dreams. We will do it together. So if you only sign up for the workshop, you're going to get the recording. You're going to have access to the recording and be able to do this meditation you learned that day for hopefully at least 40 days or more. Those of you that want to get the extra inspiration, you're going to pay a little extra, $20, right? So you're going to pay a little extra and you are going to get invites to Zoom and you're going to get a daily inspiration walking you through the greats who have harnessed this big love and received the greatness of their dreams, right? We're going to harness super skills that are going to make it possible for us to transcend our doubt and transcend where we are. This is the 40-day you don't want to miss. This is it. It's called Radiant Power. Radiant Power. And we're harnessing the power of love. And as long as we know that we should stay small and love should stay big, we don't have to be afraid of our dreams. This is a glorious, glorious moment in our lives, and I want to share it with you. Tomorrow I'm teaching. Come see me. But make sure you mark your calendars. Go on Great Divine Flow, click up at the top the events, and you'll see it. There it is, the New Year's activation and 40-day meditation. Sign up. Sign up. If money's an issue, let me know. We'll work with you. I don't want you to have any excuse. That's who I am. I'm not going to let you get away with that. You can do it. Of course, if you can afford it, you should always do it. Why? Because it tells your ego, sit down I'm doing this. I'm going after it, and I'm giving all I have to it, right? I love you. I love you so much. I'm so excited about everything. Also, this weekend, Tony's back in the studio. He'll be teaching the Celebration Kriya Yoga on Sunday. He's back on Sundays. And this Sunday afternoon, we have an amazing workshop. Look in the newsletter, you'll see it. It's an outside vendor. Ashley Williams is going to be delivering something wonderful. I love you. I'm so grateful for you. Sat Nam.